Hey everybody, Jamie Starr here for the New World News Network. On this video, we are going to talk about Donald Trump's greatest move yet. This is by far his most amazing thing. And now, tomorrow on the podcast, I plan on me and Paul finally getting into the "Are we being played?" debate with Donald Trump. And I've come around to the idea that we are. But not in the way that I think Paul would think. Um, I don't think that this was a elaborate plan where, Trump, kind of like how we all know Hillary and Obama did the whole, okay, Obama, you go this time around, I'm going to go next time. I don't think there was a plan with that where I don't think Hillary and them were in on it, because otherwise you wouldn't have this whole Russia thing. You wouldn't have them then going after Julian Assange. You wouldn't have any of that. I will, however, concede that our foreign policy is being run by Israel. And that right there explains why we are still operating basically under this Bush Jr.-esque Middle East, knocking down Israel's enemies plan. Is the neocons are still running the foreign policy. And see, that's the thing about it, is that it's really just the entrenched deep state that's been there still being there. So anyway, that's a little preview of what me and Paul will get into on the podcast tomorrow at 12 noon-ish New York Eastern time. That's my angle on that. But like how anyone who's seen our other podcasts would know, I've been saying that my focus on Trump is purely domestic, and from the domestic standpoint, he is against globalism. And in that way, I don't see us being played, because we know the globalists want globalism. So, and that's really the thing, is you basically have three factions fighting for power. You have the globalists wanting their global world order. You have the Israeli neocon, neoliberal, Jewish power banking faction. And then you have the sort of American first, nationalist, Israeli ally type group. Now, the problem with this, and I'm sorry I'm getting off topic and really expanding on all of this, but the problem with this is that the Jewish faction thinks they will subvert the globalist faction and end up resetting the UN and global world order out of Israel. And in that way, the nationalist group that is allied with Israel is complicit and accomplices in doing so. So, I mean, in some ways, they're all being played in a globalist chess game. So me and Paul can get into that and debate the details tomorrow. But locally, grand slam out of the park, home run for Donald Trump with this move, because there's been this whole border issue and the fight over the border, and where's the wall and all that, and it's slowly being built, slowly but surely, with a fight, and the no borders, no walls, no USA at all, and all those people. And these Democrats for years now have been using their slavery justifications for why we need illegal immigrants, and why, the more immigrants, the better, the hell with, the process, and just come on in, come on, everyone's welcome. We're a nation of immigrants, lower crime rates, you're doing the jobs, all the talking points, blah, blah, blah. So what does Donald Trump do? Well, he turns around and says, okay, we have all these people showing up at the border, they're all being detained. How about we send them to your sanctuary cities? How about all of your cities that have been violating the law, not cooperating with the agencies? How about we just send them all to you? Because you guys have set up the safe havens for these immigrants, right? So you would think after all these people saying they want, immigrants and all of that, that Donald Trump would be giving them what they want, right? Right? No, not at all. And actually, I'm not going to play the clip, but Tucker Carlson's show last night, the first opening segment on it, beautiful. I mean, he even has this guy in here that tries to argue where he just gets caught up on, well, Trump said dump. And Tucker's like, no, he didn't. You journalists used the phrase dump. You're showing your true feelings about these people, that they are garbage being dumped in your hometowns. And the guy kept trying to attribute the quote to Trump, and I'm not seeing it anywhere. But I did a search here for the term Trump immigration sanctuary dump, and here you have it. Dump detained immigrants in sanctuary cities. Trump tears into radical left opposing sanctuary cities. Trump threatens to dump immigrants into California. This is their semantical games where they're trying to say Donald Trump is doing something wrong here and dehumanizing them by dumping them, their term, not his. But dumping them onto, and now it's sanctuary cities in quotes, as if they haven't come up with this term, as if this isn't a creation of their own. Well, now it's sanctuary cities, as if sanctuary cities aren't even a real thing. So you have articles like this: Trump tears into radical left for opposing sanctuary city proposal. Basically goes through, what I said. If the radical left Democrats all of a sudden don't want the illegal migrants in their sanctuary cities, no more open arms, why should others be expected to take them into their communities? Go home and come into our country legally and go through a system of merit. And here you have things about people, being upset. But RT, of course, because Trump's a pawn of Putin, gives the most just, unbiased thing on it. Like immigrants, here's an unlimited supply. Trump threatens to dump illegals in sanctuary cities. U.S. President Donald Trump once again called on Democrats to support tighter immigration laws, threatening to dump an unlimited supply of illegal immigrants in so-called sanctuary cities to force a change. Due to the fact that Democrats are unwilling to change their very dangerous immigration laws, we are indeed, as reported, giving strong considerations to placing illegal immigrants in sanctuary cities only. The president tweeted on Friday, adding, radical left always seem to have an open borders, open arm policy, so this should make them very happy. Let's see. Trump's announcement wasn't a total surprise. They've been saying this and then not saying it. Record apprehensions in the past month. So here we have, against this backdrop, a number of mostly Democrat-run cities have enacted laws preventing their police forces from cooperating with federal immigration authorities and agencies like ICE. Under Governor Jerry Brown, California has gone as far as declaring itself a sanctuary state and refused to honor thousands of ICE requests to turn over illegal aliens in 2016 to 2017, including 3,400 charged with murder, sexual assault, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and other serious offenses. For some reason, however, the Democrats in charge of these sanctuary jurisdictions expressed outrage at Trump's proposal. San Francisco District Attorney George Gascon argued that illegal immigrants are less likely to commit crime than U.S.-born populations, before calling the proposal an all-time low for American discourse. What's so low about it? That Trump is now welcoming the immigrants? I mean, it really shows you that no matter what he does, they will oppose it. He will give them exactly what they want, and they will fight it the whole way along. I am proud to be the mayor of Sanctuary City, Oakland. Mayor Libby Schaaf said, also invoking the talking point about immigrant crime rates being supposedly lower than Native Americans. She opposed Trump's idea all the same. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also slammed the proposal, calling it unworthy of the presidency and disrespectful to the challenges we face as a nation. Pelosi's district lies within San Francisco, a sanctuary city. Pelosi said on Thursday that there's room and there's a need for more immigrants, but apparently not on her doorstep. Actress turned activist Alyssa Milano, who I meant to do a video on this also. her and some other actors and actresses, basically the anti-Trump actor-actress coalition, all said, they'll stop making movies in Georgia if Georgia passed, some heartbeat bill or something. And let me tell you, I hope it happens, because the whole list was just like Sarah Silverman, Alyssa Milano, Amy Schumer, Lena Dunham. Like, it's all the celebrities that no one wants to see anyway. Like, it's the people that are force-fed to us, basically being like, we'll go on strike. Do it. Please. Please, for the love of God. You already said you were moving to Canada and you didn't. So, if I don't have to see your fucking faces on TV, I'll settle for that. Milano, who once described herself as an immigrant in solidarity, also weighed in, calling Trump's plan sick and twisted. Oh man, Trump saying we got room for immigrants right in these sanctuary cities that protect immigrants? Trump sending the immigrants to the places that protect immigrants is so sick and twisted. Oh. Democrats were soundly mocked by Trump supporters for following up on their declarations of love for migrants with outrage at the idea of actually having more of them nearby. There were, after all, the ones calling for open borders, more immigrants, and sanctuary cities, supposedly the places where illegals are most welcome. And so here you have some of those tweets. But yeah, home run for Donald Trump with this one. I mean, the only thing you sort of wish about it is that it could come closer to election time, because believe me, if you had all these Democrat candidates on record right around election making asses of themselves, that would definitely sway the independents as showing these people as being sort of sociopathic. They have no stance, they have no morals. They will say whatever works at the time and forget about it a second later and say the complete opposite. And that's really why I left the left, because I started to see that. I started to see that there were no principled positions. Republicans can be just as bad in some ways with that, but where it really matters, the left is far, far worse. So I couldn't stay with the feel-good in the moment politics. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick cover on that. Hope everyone checks out the live stream tomorrow. Again, 12 o'clock New York Eastern Time. Me and Paul will be there. If you have any topics you want us to discuss, feel free to bring it up. Follow me on Twitter at Jamie Star Music. Same on Instagram, Mixer, my Xbox gamer tag, and everything else. And take care, everyone.